Here we have a Lenovo T490S that came in for what the customer wrote, a backlight problem. And that's the T490S, Lenovo ThinkPad. The backlight on the laptop does not work after a screen replacement. My technician forgot to disconnect the battery. So right now the laptop does power on. You do see an image on the screen, but it's very, very dim because the backlight of the LCD is not working. The first thing that we did, that Big Boss did, was replace the LCD. Same problem. We do not have a backlight. And now we have the motherboard out so we can inspect and see why the screen does not have a backlight. On the LCD, for those of you who do not know, you have an image and you have a backlight. If backlight is not working, the image will still be on the LCD, but it will be very dim. You have to shine a flashlight on the LCD in order to see the image. So the backlight on the LCD is needed for the user to be able to see the image. Now the screen plugs in. I think on this board it plugs in either this one or this one. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna take a look at the motherboard anyway, and we'll figure it out. I think it's this one here because the screen connector is bigger than this one. I have my meter in continuity mode, and I do see that we have some fuses here. All good. Good. And I do not see anything obvious here. Meter in diode mode. Meter in continuity mode. Let's jump over to the other one. .40 pin, that's most likely the screen connector right here. And what's around it? Few diodes, capacitors. And I'm just testing at random. We do not have a circuit diagram for this board. We do not have a board diagram, so we're just doing random measurements. And if we put the probe to ground and maybe measure here, no short. What else is in this area? I do not want to go far away from the LVDS connector, but we may have to. And let's flip the board. What's behind the LVDS connector? That's the question. We have a MOSFET, a fuse here and here, a diode, and a fuse here also, and some caps. Let's measure this fuse here. And look at that. The fuse is blown. Wow. We figured it out. This is blown. What about this one? This one is good. What about this one? This one is good. And while at it, why not test the MOSFET, meter in resistance mode. And what's the resistance here? 40K, 150K, 160, and we have 2.9K. Nothing stands out as being faulty as far as the MOSFET goes. Let's go ahead and replace this blown fuse, and we'll see. We'll take it from there. I think this is a size maybe 603 SMD component, or could be 402. Out. Let me check size 603 SMD component. Let's see. Is it the same size or is it a 402? And I think it's a 402. And we're good. We're done. The job is done. Hopefully that's the only thing wrong with the board. Let's measure now. Meter in countermeter mode. And we're gonna measure it from here to here. And we're good. All right. That was quick. I'm gonna give this to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back. Okay, we reassembled the motherboard. Let's go ahead and turn it on. We see the backlight on the keyboard and nothing on the screen. I'm kidding. It came before I finished this sentence. We already tested and the laptop is fully functional. So that's it. We're gonna invoice the customer and mail it back to him. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.